Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is having a good night. I'm trying to get you up just a little bit higher. Let me try that right there. Let me see if that gives y'all just a little better angle. So, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Stitch and Chat. This is something that I do on Mondays. Um, we just have a little stitch and a little chat. Gotta heat up my iron here. I need to press this fabric. So my goal this evening is to get this pouch finished, and I'm going to be done with pouches. And next week I am going to start what is called, thanks to somebody new that I found. She is linked below in the description. KN3, I do believe, is how you pronounce her screen name for YouTube. And she was talking about doing meditation scrolls. So, starting next week, I am going to be starting a meditation scroll. We may even get to start it tonight as soon if I get this pouch finished. We'll see. I have a little bit of work to do to it, and just waiting on the iron to heat up so I can press my fabric. So this one is going to go like this. And if I'm going to put that there, I need to stitch that down, huh? Yes, I do. And all right, there we go. Now, all right. Hey, everyone. Hey, welcome to Monday Night Stitch and Chat. I hope everybody is doing great this evening. I am going to finish up this pouch, and I'm done with pouches. I'm not going to be making anymore. I have three. I was going to do more than this. So this is one of them. And I figured out my closure. So I just have to put closures on them. And then this is this one. You know, you can put lots of little trinkets down in there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these yet. And then this is the other one. There's just did a little stitching right across through there. And this is a nice deep one. You could put all kinds of stuff down in there. So that's that one. That one's done. Like I said, I figured out my closure. This one actually, I thought about doing a buttonhole on this one, but I'm not sure that I could get the buttonhole in there. But anyway, I do know what I'm doing for closures. So that one, this one is the one I need to finish up. So I'm going to finish up this one. I'm just waiting on my little iron to heat up so I can stitch this together. I'd like to get this finished tonight so we can move on and do something different. I'm ready to move on. I am. I'm ready to I'm ready to move on. Oh goodness. So anyway, the little iron will hurry up and heat up. My goodness, it's taking it forever. Whoa, sorry about that. Caught it with my foot. I caught it with my foot. There we go. All right. I think it's finally warm. Give it a little press because it's a little wrinkledy in some spots. It doesn't. I'm not looking for perfection, but I'm excited to start something different. I'm excited to start some meditation scrolls. That's something that I just ran up on, and I'm looking quite forward to starting that. Okay, so I'm going to have this come up like that. I do believe. That's how I'm going to have to trim a little bit more off of it. And I want it to wrap around to the front. Let's do that. Let's pop a few pins in just to hold it down so I can figure out where I'm to. And I'm going to have to strip some off the side too. So this weekend, I was filming a new quilt along series and of a quilt that I had designed myself. And I totally messed that thing up. I mean, I did. I totally oh, now see, that's the reason why I wanted to pin it. I don't have enough. So let's scooch it down. It needs a scooching down. And I was so aggravated. I'm talking about so aggravated. Let's turn it over this way. So no, I think I want to fold this like that. I want to double fold and then fold that up like that. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I think that will work. I got so aggravated. I did. It was so aggravated that I spent 2 days of filming and not counting all the time that I spent cutting it all out and only to find that there was a huge error in my pattern. And yeah, it was a total mess. Total mess. Anyway, I was so mad at myself. Oh gosh. So anyway, I hope everyone is having a fantastic week, that you had a good start to your Monday, that I said just a really good start to your week. Um, it's it was a Monday today. It certainly was. Oh goodness. And so I'm just going to do, and I'm probably not going to get this finished tonight. My goal would be to get it finished tonight, but I want to do these. I want to invisible stitch this down, and an invisible stitch is simply, whoops, come out of there. So something that we use in our Heart Whispers journal too. I have a little knot right there. Let's see if we can get that little knot to come out. There we go. And then get it up here where you can see. And then you take a itty bitty T90 back stitch and take a great big stitch forward and wrap your thread around your pin. Oh gosh, it really doesn't take this long to do it, and it is, and I really don't need to go all the way through. It's not necessary. I just really need to kind of catch the batting that's in there. It's not necessary to go all the way through. Slide it in between the layers. That's what I'm trying to say. Get rid of that pin because I'm tired of fighting it. But yeah, this will be the end of the pouches. And next week, we are going to do a meditation roll. That's what we're going to start with. Really simple, something really super simple. Oh, look at there. See, that's the reason why you don't, but that's going to be hidden when I fold it over. If not, we can put something on it to hide it. It's, everything's fixable. And so how was everyone's weekend? Did you have a good weekend? I know I was talking to my friends at work and they were talking about how they had a bad weekend too. It seemed like everything that could go wrong went wrong. And it, I got to thinking about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, it was the full moon. The full moon does directly impact us. It really does. You don't think it does, but it really does. And that energy can absolutely make a difference. And yeah, it wasn't just me. There it goes. But I know I was so aggravated. So, so I bought Grayson some new food. Grayson, if you're new to the channel, he got some new food and he turned his nose up at it this morning. And being his normal little self. Grayson is the cat who has a really big attitude. Oh, he's not even a year old yet, and he is such a mess. He is. He is such a mess. I'm going to take a little bit smaller stitch right there and sink that knot in. There we go. Yeah, he looked at me when I put his new food out, and I mixed it with his old. So he had old and new, and he gave me this look. And I'm like, buddy, I'm sorry, but you're gonna eat it. Oh, yeah, I'm ready to be done with these pouches and move on to something different. I can't wait to see what Rachel and Sarah has for next month. And I have all my favorite creators are linked in the description. So if you hear me talk about Roxy's creations, they are all linked in the description. And KN3, I just found her, and she's the one who mentioned the meditation scrolls, and she's linked in the description below too. I try to link people that I follow and in the description just in case you're interested too. I'm pretty sure y'all can probably hear the TV. The husband's in there watching TV. It's not quite time for his he's a big huge wrestling fan. It's not quite time for wrestling, and he's watching lakefront property, how something like that. Okay, let me tap this off. He has hearing aids too. He just doesn't wear them. My husband, he does have hearing aids. Yes. He doesn't wear them once he gets home. He takes them out, and that's the end of the hearing aids. So I apologize for the TV being loud. Okay, let me trim that off. Now, where did I get to? Whoops. Sorry, guys. Think I got somewhere right in here. And then we're going to bury this knot. I'm excited to start meditation scrolls. I mean, isn't it amazing how you can run across something, and it just speaks to your heart? Come on, there it goes. Pop that knot in between those layers of fabric, bury the knot. That's what we do is if you're a quilter, you know what burying the knot is. So, and doing the same thing here, burying the knot. But yeah, how you run across another creator and what it just speaks to your heart. It speaks to your soul. And I love slow stitching. I like being able to like sit in front of the TV and stitch. Like while Jimmy, I mean, I do watch some TV, don't watch a whole lot, but to sit in there and spend time with him while he's watching whatever it is that he's watching, but I can be stitching. So, and stitching helps me not to shove stuff in my mouth, feed my face. it keeps the hands busy. It keeps the hand and the mind busy. And I'm spacing these rows really, really far apart because I am going to be wrapping this around the front. You probably wouldn't even have to stitch it together, but and I'm taking great big bites out. I just want to hold it. And these stitches will permanently stay in. Whoop, and I went all the way to the front on that one, but it's okay. I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to go in between those layers. Oh, you can't see. Sorry. I just want it to hold the fabric in place. And like I said, this stays. There we go. I'm going to leave that sticking up just a little bit, so hopefully I can remember where I got to. Probably not because I can't see it. Oh, and I like using double strands of thread. Let's see, where did I get to? Right there? Was it right there? I think it was. I think it was right there. There it goes. Bury the knot and trim it off. There we go. T90 back stitch, big bite forward. And by doing the little T90 back stitch, it's locking this in place. It's not going anywhere. I think next month, whatever Sarah and Rachel come up with, I'm just making one of. I had high aspirations and I was going to make like four or five of these. And I'm at this point, I'm like, I'm over it. Oh gosh. But I'll get these three finished and they'll probably end up as Christmas gifts for some of my girls. And I got a big, huge knot here and I can't figure out. There it goes. There we go. And the tippy tapping is little Miss Bella. That's my little old girl. That's my dog. She's an old girl. I've had her for quite a number of years now. But that tip and tapping, that's little Bella. Although she's not so little, but that's Bella. She was coming in here to see what her mommies was doing. Right, and then let's take a big bite over. So would y'all like me to continue the stitching chats on Mondays, or is this something that you would just prefer to be like a pre-recorded video that posted on Mondays? I'm curious. What do you guys what are your thoughts? Wednesdays is our Heart Whisper Journal. Would you prefer that to be a pre recorded video rather than a live? So I'm looking for input. I know that looking at, YouTube has all this fancy stuff, and I'm not exactly sure how to use all of it. I'm just going to be honest with you. But they have this analytic thing that tells me that most of you guys prefer to watch pre-recorded videos. So I'm just curious on what, and I have to remember that I got about right there at the end of that. What do you guys prefer? Do you prefer the lives or the pre-records? I know the lives, it takes forever to upload, like to upload them and to save them after you end it. I don't know why it takes so long, but it does. It takes forever and ever. So, anyway, you guys let me know. Tell me what you think. Curious to know. Hey, Joyce. Oh, you like the live, Joyce? Okay. I think it's just me and you here, sister. Okay. I know I got somewhere right in there. I know a lot of people like lives. Whoops. I follow quite a few different YouTube creators, and they do theirs pre-recorded. So maybe we'll get some more feedback. Yeah, I have several pouches done. Yes, ma'am. I sure do. I have this one that's completed right here. That's the inside and the pocket. And I like finishing the edges. So, and then I have this one that's complete. So I have three finished. And then there's the back of that one. And then this one's actually the first one I started. And I just don't know why I didn't finish it first. No clue. Well, I couldn't decide what color I wanted the inside to be. And I come across this fabric in my stash, and it probably doesn't match it, but it doesn't bother me if it matches it or not. Because like I said, these will probably end up Christmas gifts, more than likely for my little girl. We have uh grandchildren, and they're both little girls. So these may go to my girls. I don't know yet. Or they may go to some of my friends for Christmas presents. Don't know yet. Try not to get on the front. Okay. I thought if I did these as pre recorded, I could take off all the chatting and just play some like meditative music, you know? Thought about that, especially when I start the meditation scrolls. I thought that might be pretty cool. We just have, really pretty music playing in the background, and wouldn't have to chit chat. I don't guess. I like chit chatting. I like talking. No, I used to a long time ago. I used to quilt by hand, and it's not something that I do much of nowadays. I actually have a long arm machine. So I quilt all my quilts on my long arm, and I really love quilting on my long arm. I really do. I love it. I have a Moxie with 10-foot frame. I got the extension, so I was right about right there. I got the 2-foot extension for my frame. It usually comes like only in 8 feet. And I love her. I love her. I work full time, so I don't have as much time to sew as I would like to have. And being able to long arm quilt really helps me to finish because I like to finish one project before I move on to the other normally. Normally. All right, so I got to about right there. Um, because if I don't, then I'm never ever going to finish it. So I usually do. So as soon as I finish a project, I quilt it and I'm done with it. And I bind it and everything. Because usually it is, whoops, I jerked that just a little bit too hard. Usually I normally give all my quilts away. They're gifts for people. And and this is the one reason right here why the hand quilting, my thread, what have I done? I don't know what I've done here. I can't get a hold of it either. There it goes. There it goes. Really? You ever had one of those nights? Do you hand quilt, Joyce? Do you do hand quilting? Just curious if you quilt by hand. Sorry, I bumped it. And I like this right here. This because it's meditative and it's therapeutic for me just to sit down and just stitch. There's no rhyme, there's no reason. You're just stitching. And I love it. I love slow stitching. I stumbled upon it a couple years ago and I absolutely love it. You know, with the when you're quilting, you have to pay attention to, you know, are your stitches consistent? I don't know. This is just different. This isn't the same thing as quilting, of course. You know, it's different. It's coloring with thread. That's the way I think of it. Thread and fabric. I'm taking thread and fabric and I am coloring outside of the lines to create something just, just for me. That's slow stitching and creating a meditation roll. I thought, oh, that's an ingenious idea. Genius idea. So, yeah. And I love following, like I said, Roxy's creations. They're sisters, Sarah and Rachel. And this was their thing for this month. They're sew along and was pouches. And I thought, oh, I'm going to make 5 pouches. I can do all that in a month. Yeah, right. Yeah, that didn't go through the front. Perfect. I had high aspirations. Oh, gosh, I did. I should have run my thread through beeswax. That would have stopped this tangly mess. There we go. Oh, okay. Quilting is a rewarding, um, what all can I say about quilting? Oh my gosh. It is, I love quilting. It is my favorite thing to do. Let me get the needle out of my mouth. Um, I love quilting. It is, and I love doing this. So I have lots of hobbies, sewing hobbies, I guess. Oh gosh. Gonna pin this down. I said I really like finishing the edges. I think it'll make the little pouches more durable in the end. Like that. Oh, do you? I had thought about trying to make my little Remy. That's one of my granddaughter's names. Her name's Remy Remington. And I had thought about trying to make her little doll clothes, but God, that stuff is so tiny. It's so tiny. So I give you big kudos for making doll clothes. Oh my gosh. There we go. I know I got to cut some off this bottom edge right here. And I got to decide if I want that right there. I haven't decided yet. So let's, there we go. Whoops. Sorry. Didn't mean to bump you guys. Don't like that. If I can get my fingers to work. And then there we go. And I can cut that right there off. I can trim that back and nobody will ever know. Actually, want to hold those corners. There we go. Let me do that. And then move that one out of the way. Sorry, I keep bumping the camera. It's kind of ends me way. You know, we do this as quilters all the time, and I'm struggling here. The struggle is real. The struggle is absolutely real. Let me turn it so I can actually get to it. There we go. Oh, yeah. I like it. And okay, I'm going to trim. There we go. Just trim that off right there. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not looking for perfection here. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for at all. So, there we go. Now I gotta turn it back around so I can trim that off or fold it back up. There we go. There we go. There, perfect. Oh, you are? Oh my gosh, I would love to see it, Joyce. I would absolutely love to see the card that you're making. Would love it. Do you find it meditative and relaxing? Do you find slow stitching? Now, hopefully, I'm not fixing to mess this up right here because I'm going to cut it and then we're going to fold it. And if I mess it up, no big deal. There we go. That one's not as pretty, but you know what? We're going with it. Probably because I shouldn't have cut it. There we go. Let's go with that. I'm going to pin that down. And then there we go. That's much better. Can you? Oh, y'all can't see it. Sorry. I got you off camera. There we go. I'm struggling with this tonight. I am absolutely struggling with this. You would think I've never made a mitered corner in my life. Oh gosh, it's funny. There we And like I said, doesn't I'm not looking for perfection, but I'd like for it to be neat. There we go. There we go. Let me see if I can trim this off right here without unpinning it, because the struggle was real. I mean, we know the struggle was real. And without cutting my fabric down in there. There we go. How about that? And then I didn't have to unpin any of it. I still don't like the way this one turned out. I know. Isn't it amazing, Joyce, how relaxing and you know, with you just learning quilting, it's quarter of an inch seams. You got to make quarter of an inch seams or nothing fits together, and then you can come and you can do slow stitching and you don't have to worry about those pesky quarter of an inch seams. I'm going to take this off for the moment. And you don't have to worry about those pesky quarter of an inch seams because, you know, it's it's not necessary. What do I do with my needle? Do y'all know what I do with my needle? I've lost my needle. What do I do with my needle? I don't know where I put the needle. Oh, right here it is. Found it. Oh gosh. We sometimes need a craft or I'd love to see the card when you get it finished. So it's wonderful to have an outlet such as slow stitching where you don't have to worry about rules or, you can just be free to create whatever it is that you want to create. I I think that's the most fantastic thing about slow stitching is there's no rules. It opens you to your creativity. So, and frees the mind, frees the mind, gets the hands busy, opens up the heart. And I'm not the greatest whip stitcher, and I think, and I'm having to do it kind of wonky because I'm filming. So, y'all probably screaming at the camera, that's not the way you do it. So, I'm am not the greatest, like I said, whip stitcher. S- But yeah, slow stitching, coming up with it and creating journals. I've created I'm working. I have one fabric journal almost complete. I need to make a couple pages, so to speak, to finish it up, and that's on my agenda to do, is to sit down and finish my fabric journal. But it was so much fun to create. It was so much fun. Right, let me tie off. Ooh, almost got that too short, don't I? Barely. There we go. Oh gosh, I can't believe we've already been here 42 minutes. Cannot believe how long we have been here. But I am going, whether I finish it on camera or not, I am finishing this pouch tonight. And then the only things that I have to do is sew the little snaps on. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do like the press on snaps or the sew on snaps. I have some sew on snaps. So, and I may just go with something, I already have those. So I may go with those. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes, Joyce. Yes, me too. Me and my mom haven't been thrifting since Christmas. It's been one thing and another, and oh my gosh, I'm like you, and I buy clothing. Do you look through the clothing for lacy dresses and shirts, skirts? Do you do that too? Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, absolutely. I love to buy clothing too to cut up. I really do. And because you can get so much for so little. I don't know where you live, but here at our local Goodwill, they have dollar days, which is on Sunday, and it's by color. Ouch, that was my thumb. And whatever color it is that Sunday is a bug. And I buy shirts, dresses. They even have a lot of fabric. There's a lot of fabric here at this Goodwill. Or I've come across quite a bit of fabric. Where's my needle? I lost my needle. There it is. There we go. But it is, I agree. It's amazing. Let me see here. Want to come on. I think I'm going to stitch this down and then I may come back and catch these corners. I'm not sure because I don't think they're going to stay. they're gonna need a little stitching. Can you yeah, y'all can see. Just making sure you could see. Oh! Oh, okay, so oh, Joyce, I didn't realize you lived right here in Arkansas. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Isn't it amazing? You can get a shirt for a couple bucks and have enough fabric to make, I guess, a couple dresses or, I don't I I'm sure you will have more than enough to even use for something else that I love it, girl. I love it. I do. I love it. Thriftiness. Thriftiness. Love it. And it's taking something, and feel that whatever they have on the dollar day, if it doesn't sell, it ends up at the bins, um, the Goodwill bins, I think is the name of it, bin store. And then from there, it goes to the trash. So we we are saving stuff from going to the trash. That's how I feel about it anyway. We're saving the landfill. One piece of clothing at a time. Oh gosh. All right. So now I am going to just there we go. I'm just going to pull that back down through there like that. There we go. Was trying to get it. There we go. Perfect. Let me move this pen. Yeah, me too, Joyce. I buy almost all of my clothes at the Goodwill too. Absolutely. And we have a local charity shop here for it supports the women's shelter here. I love to go in there and shop because I know the money is staying here within our community. So I do, and they have quite a bit of arts and crafts stuff in that one too. And they have really, really nice clothes. So yeah, heck yeah, sister. I ain't ashamed to tell anybody my clothes come from the Goodwill. Oh gosh. Yeah, I have to wear a lot of dresses and dress clothes for my job. So, absolutely. I said I ain't a bit ashamed to tell somebody my dress came from the Goodwill. The and people are often shocked. I don't know if you have experience with that, but people are often amazed. They're like, "You found that at the Goodwill?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yep, I sure did." We are thrifty. That's what we are. Thrifty. But clothing is so, so expensive. And you can buy a dress for $4.99 or whatever it is. Like I said, I haven't been since before Christmas, so they may have gone up on their prices a little bit. But And the color of the day, it's 50% off. So if it's blue, anything with a blue tag is 50% off. So, I mean, you can't beat it. You just can't beat it, especially when you can get name brand clothing. So, I got my husband likes he's got some Old Navy shirts in there, name brand. And I've got a couple of Old Navy things as well. Yeah, I did get that. Okay. I was making sure I caught it. There we go. Sorry, guys. I get into the rhythm of the sewing, the needle and the thread, and I lose myself in it. I do. I lose myself in the needle and the thread and the stitching, the rhythm of the stitching. And if you never heard of slow stitching, um, there's tons of people on YouTube that do it. You can Google it. It's been popular for years. Um, I didn't realize how long it had been around actually, and I love doing embroidery stitches with my work too. I do. I love adding those decorative elements just with thread. You don't need the beads and the sequins and all that stuff does make a beautiful piece, but you don't need all that stuff. With needle and thread, you can create lovely works of art. Needle, thread, and fabric. It's all you need to create lovely, lovely works of art. All right. So let me see. I want to pull this together and I'm going to put some stitches. I don't particularly want them that big, but there we go. That's what we got. But I want to seal these little edges, these. Okay. And then I'm going to slide my needle down. Sorry, had to get it over here where I can see it. Oh no, I haven't seen that yet. I was listening on. I was watching Do you watch Corrine, Treasures by Corrine? She follows, Rachel and Sarah too, and then Susanna. I can't remember Susanna's, channel. I think I have her listed in the description down there. But she was talking about the ocean scene. I have got to go find the video and check it out. I have got to go see that. And I wish I would have started that stitch along with them. I don't know if it's too late or not. I don't know if I could catch up at this point in time. I'm not sure. And I don't want to stress myself out. But yeah, like I said, I heard Corrine talking about it. And I can't wait I got to go check it out. I got to find the video so I can see. Or was it in the Facebook group? They were talking about it being posted in the Facebook group. It might have been being posted in the Facebook group. And I am in their Facebook group, so I gotta go find that and take a look at it. That might have been what she was talking about. Hey Jody, how you doing, love? I'm just sitting here stitching away. I am finishing this pouch tonight, Jody. If it kills me. I'm going to be done with pouches tonight. Oh, so my ambitious 5 has turned into 3. So I will have 3 completed pouches, and that's it. Oh, I've been sitting here talking Joyce's ear off. Oh, you saw it on YouTube? Okay. I'll have to go check it out. How late are we on? We're almost to an hour. We're almost to our hour mark, ladies. My husband's fixing to watch his wrestling. He loves wrestling. It's fixing to come on. I just warn you, girls. He does. He loves his wrestling. Oh, gosh. Yes. And it begins. Oh, gosh. I'm going to try tucking. I was going to try tucking that up in there. Yeah, that's what I thought. There it goes. There we go. I thought I had some little loopy loops. Cracks me up. It does. It cracks me up. All right. We're almost there. Sorry. I picked it up and around. Don't ask me why, but I did. I want to run this stitch. If I can get it to go down through there. There we go. Want to come out right about there so I can stitch this down. Yeah, there we go. I should have put socks on my feet, guys. My feet are cold. It's been a nice warm day here, but my feet are cold. This one bedroom, I converted this bedroom into like my paper craft room, but has now transformed into a slow stitching room. Um, I do have a great big, huge quilting room, like that has my long arm in it and my sewing machine. But I wanted somewhere to come and sit where I could just stitch like this without distraction. There's no TV in here, you know, just to come sit where it's peaceful, it's quiet, and but this was my paper crafting room because I was making journals and was all into the journal making thing. And well, like everybody and their brothers making journals. And it just, you know, I was like, well, I don't think anybody's really interested in watching me make a journal. So, because there's 15 billion other people there's 15 billion other people that's doing this too. But this is something that my heart just absolutely loves doing. So it's different, it's different if it's something that your heart just loves to do. That makes a difference. I'm going to go back and catch this one right here. I'm going to go back and whip stitch this one closed because I did not do that. So, it makes a difference. If you just have a hobby for the sake of having a hobby, or is it something that sparks your soul? That's the difference. That's a huge difference. And this sparks my soul. I love fabric and I love thread. There we go. Pull that a little bit tighter. But our hobbies need to spark our souls, to light our souls on fire. That's the way I like to look at it. Oh God, me too. Me too. I love their accent. Me too, sister. I love to hear them. And I love to Corrine cracks me up. She's so funny. And I found her, from Rachel and Sarah because they talked about her on their channel. So that's how I found her was through Rachel and Sarah. But I'm like you, I love to listen to them talk. They just I love the Oh, that's a wonderful resolution. I love it. I love it, Joyce. I tell you what, I learned so much that how I got into hand stitching was thanks to Rachel and Sarah. Their volume one, she taught us the basics of like hand embroidery. And I don't know what kind of hand stitching that you're looking, if you're just thinking about hand quilting or throw those away because they're not worth saving. Um, like I don't know if you're talking about hand quilting or just like learning basic embroidery stitches. Oh yeah, look at that. Sorry. There we go. Isn't that pretty? All right. So I wish I had my little clippy things in here, but that's okay because we're going to pin it. We're just not that pin. Those pins are terrible. There, I'm going to put a little pin there. And I want to put a little pin right there to hold it. I just want to hold it in place while I whip stitch it closed. That's how I'm going to close it, is I'm going to whip stitch it. And it looks crooked because I didn't get my binding straight. That's okay for me because I like I really do like the raw edge, the rustic look. I love it. and then 2 snaps, and I don't think I'm really gonna put anything there. I think I'm gonna put a snap right there to hold it down. Oh, I gotta go check it out, girl. I gotta go check out her ocean thing because I have not seen that yet. I have not, and I have got to go check it out. Are you doing the stitch? Oh, what I was telling you, 'cause I get myself sidetracked, like, very, very easily. So, like I said, on, Rachel and Sarah's volume 1, they taught us, like, basic embroidery stitches, and I don't have my oh, wait a minute, I may do it. Hold on, I can show you. Give me 1 second. I need to let you guys go. I have been prattling on for over an hour, and all I'm going to do is whip stitch the sides of this closed. But let me show you right quick, Joyce. I don't know if you did their volume 1 or not. I love it. Oh, sorry. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So this, can you see that? Yeah, I think you can see this. Scoot this out of the way. So I put my volume 1 in a fabric journal. And this is the very first one we did. This was the book of stitchery that we did. And then she went through and taught us how to do each of these stitches. And these are my stitch pages from that sew along that I put into this book. And of course, they did prompts. You had the prompts to do, and then I took and incorporated the stitches. But anyway, there's a couple blank pages, so to speak, back through here that I need to fill in. I think this was beautiful butterfly was this prompt. So anyway, I need to finish this book because I had some blank pages in there. Okay, guys, I am logging off of here. I wish you all a fantastic week. Enjoy your week. And if you want to join me back on Wednesday night for the Heart Whispers Fabric Journal that we're stitching, my piece is right here. I'm just going to finish this up and maybe start February. So this is my fabric. This is my January block right here. I just need to trim it down, and I think I'm going to add some red stitching around this right here with this red thread. And I think my January block is going to be done. It's going to be done. So if you want to join me Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Oh, Jody, you're in a block of the month. I'm sorry, Jody. I've got my peoples confused. I love it, Jody. Love it. Hey, Jody, I joined a block of the month too. We'll see how well I do with it. So, anyway, I'll catch you guys Wednesday. I love each and every one of you. Have a fantastic evening. Bye for now.